with no namers. Can I get an amen? Now, how about a hallelujah? Yeah! Oh, yeah. That's right, folks. Get
10,
ready for
9,
liftoff.
8,
Here we go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on.
0. Ignition.
Come on.
Liftoff. Liftoff. 30 minutes after the hour.
Come on, come on, come on. Let's get going.
Get ready.
Yes.
Hold on to
Yes.
your hat. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your hat. Get ready for the ride of your life. The show with no name time. On Vaughn Radio. The show with no name. Come on. Let's go.
Welcome one, welcome all. Time for another English extravaganza here on the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. That's for you, show with no namers. For all the effort you put in, all the drive, all the positive vibes. Thank you. Thank you for being the greatest students in the whole wide world. And again, it's not just me who says that. It's each and every one of us here at Vaughn Radio, from Rob Grams to Jimena Holiday to Fitz to Kyle. We can all agree on one thing. Pizza is good. Oh, no, sorry. You guys rock. Bueno, también pizza is good. I think beer, too. We all agree on pizza, beer, and you. Hey, you're in the top 3 there. Well, welcome, folks. What another exciting week we've got here. I hope you guys had a happy and safe Halloween. And I hope you were able to spend time studying some English, even if that means watching a movie or catching up on your favorite Vaughn podcasts. As long as you are immersing yourself in English, you're on the right track. Vais por buen camino. All right. Show with no name is about to kick off, ladies and gentlemen.
¿Te gustaría abrir puertas a nuevas oportunidades y estar listo para cualquier desafío? Con el máster de inglés del Grupo Vaughan podrás transformar tu futuro. Este programa intensivo te ayudará a dominar el inglés profesional, perfeccionar tu comunicación y ganar la confianza que necesitas para conseguir tus objetivos. Nuestros profesores Vaughan especializados te prepararán para afrontar en inglés todas las situaciones de comunicación en un entorno profesional. No dejes que el inglés sea una barrera. Invierte en tu futuro con el máster de inglés profesional del Grupo Vaughan. Llámanos al 91-133-5833 o entra en grupovaughan.com.
Yes, amigos, we've got a wealth, una abundancia, a wealth of different options to help you improve your English. Whether you're looking for courses or whether you're looking for self-study, we've got you covered. You can go to grupovaughn.com/cursos destacados for more information about courses. You can follow us on social media for information about everything. And if you're looking for materials, that's Vaughn Tienda or vaughntienda.com. And speaking of materials, let's see what material is up next in our pop quiz.
Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz.
Pop quiz. Sing it. Come on, we got to warm up. Pop quiz, 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 quiz. Pop quiz, 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 yeah. Quiz, quiz. Pop, 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 pop. Let's go. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. And speaking of pop quiz, don't forget we've got Kyle Miller's, the Vaughn Radio Trivia Night hosted by Kyle Miller. And it's coming up this coming Wednesday. So if you're listening to this live or before November 6th, 2024, then you are in time, amigos. We're all going to be there hanging out and having a great time together. So it's this Wednesday, November 6th, 2024. And any of you who have attended, que habéis asistido, you'll know it is just a memorable night. The only problem, it flies by. Before you know it, it's over. But really, it's a wonderful evening. I get to see all my friends from work. I get to hang out with my students too. And if you've never been, come. It's a great thing. November 6th, 2024. Come around 8 p.m. and it's at Roll Madrid, Calle de Amaniel 23, in the heart of Madrid, not too far, as we say, a stone's throw from Plaza de España. So that really is the center of Madrid. Join us this coming Wednesday. Also, this week's question of the week, which we're not going to look at it this week, obviously, because my birthday is the following in 2 weeks. But if you're going to send me a birthday greeting, which, by the way, thanks to all of you who have taken the time and sent me really nice greetings, you know who you are, and we'll be hearing from you on my birthday, which is the 19th of November. That's right, 19th of November, 2024. I will be 47. Shit, I'm old. Yeah, 47. Well, if you want to celebrate with us, you can do so. You have the rest of this week until the 8th of November to send an audio note, and you can say whatever you want. Be creative. You can send me a birthday greeting. You can also send a shout out to your fellow show with no namer. So that's your speaking exercise this week. As I said, those of you who have participated already, thank you. Thank you. You just make my life easier. I appreciate that. All right. So what have we got in today's pop quiz? Well, today we're going to take a look at something from my third book. My third book, which was originally called This Book is the Re-Milk. It is now called This Book is the Milk 2. And you can get it over at vaughntienda.com. All right, well, let's listen to this excerpt here in our pop quiz, and then I'll have a task or two for you. My Sharona.
Hey, Alberto, you have a knack for singing.
Oh, I have a knack for singing. I see what you did there, Damian. El grupo is The Knack.
Yeah.
And to have a knack for something, ¿cómo se diría eso en español?
Es como que lo dominas, ¿no?
Sí, tienes un don,
tienes un don para hacerlo.
Una facilidad.
Se te da bien.
You have a knack for speaking English, I would say.
Well, thank you. I do my best. Okay, and about the knack, is it different from knocking? Knock, knock, knock.
Well, it's very, very similar, but you nailed it. Lo has hecho genial. Vamos a decirlo en voz alta todos. He has a knack for knocking on doors.
Okay, he has a knack for knocking on doors.
Eso es. Y siempre hay que repetir en voz alta. Knack, knock. Porque yo siempre digo también, repítelo cuando lo oigas. Porque si esperas 10 minutos, ¿cómo era? Entonces, proximidad al oírlo es muy importante. Cuando
Mm.
oyes algo que te parece raro, dilo en
Mm.
voz alta, aloud.
Bueno, vamos a seguir con grupos y yo creo que este es fundamental.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Oh, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Es que es perfecto porque esta frase la vas a decir 1.000.000 de veces, porque lo que tú dices, ya ves, y
Yeah.
tanto, eso es un no doubt, sin duda.
Yeah.
Eh,
También, can you help me? No doubt, no doubt.
no doubt, sí,
Sure.
sin problema, tal. No doubt.
La
Esta
B
es
muda, la B muda, ¿eh?
muy
He oído
importante.
doubt, no,
Claro.
it's doubt, no
Doubt.
doubt.
Muy bien.
I love Gwen Stefani, la cantante. She is one of my favorites. She is smashing.
She's smashing pumpkin.
Well, no, smashing en el inglés británico es guapísima.
Ah, sí, smashing es
You
guapísimo.
look smashing, darling.
Nice.
But also to smash pumpkins, como el grupo que acabas de decir.
Smashing pumpkins, reventando calabazas.
Yeah, bueno, eso es raro el tío. Despite all his rage, he is still just a rat in a cage. A pesar de ahí aprendemos a pesar de.
A ver,
Despite all my rage,
a pesar de mi rabia,
I am still just a rat in a cage.
I'm still.
Just a rat in a cage.
Ah, ok. I'm a rat in a
Profundo,
cage.
¿eh? Y también podemos decir in spite of, para mirar
Ujú.
eso, porque se puede decir despite or in spite of.
Ok.
Pero no
Despite enough.
mezclemos. Yeah, eso es,
Mm.
eso es.
Entonces,
no doubt.
despite the fact I like the Smashing Pumpkins, I've never seen a concert.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Ok,
Excellent.
muy bien. Vamos a ver el Offspring.
Oh man,
Oh,
my
yeah.
offspring is adorable, isn't she?
Oh, she is. Would you use Offspring, la prole, with only one kid, or you don't need them to be like 5?
Yeah, normally we use it sin ese, pero puede ser singular o plural.
Okay.
So-
If it's only one kid, you can still say Offspring, mi
They use-
prole.
Es muy de documental, pero también my daughter, literalmente,
Yeah.
is my offspring.
Mhm.
And you know what? You don't want to mix those up. You want to keep them separated.
You do. you
Sorry,
do.
I had to. I couldn't help it. I was just wailing away.
Wailing away. What do you mean?
Well, to wail can mean llorar, pero como yo no estaba llorando, esto es gemir.
Es como.
Pero-
ñi.
Yeah.
No, right?
Pero luego en el, vamos a decir, Bob Marley y los llorones, ¿really?
Sí.
No, to wail es también lo que hace la guitarra, el gemir de la guitarra.
Okay.
So Bob Marley, man, you guys were wailing last night.
Okay.
Those guitars were wailing.
Es como que estaban sonando muy guay.
No, machacando, haciendo un
Ajá.
ruidazo, como, so
Mm.
to wail on the guitar.
Okay, so they were not wailing in the end, but wailing with the guitar.
Yeah, they weren't crying. They weren't
Yeah.
cry baby.
Mm.
So
What's the
todo-
difference between wailing and whining?
Okay, to whine is lloriquear.
Ajá.
And to wail is a loud cry.
Okay.
Piensa la guitarra.
Yeah, that's the difference. Okay.
Eddie Van Halen really knows how to wail. And también es un homófono para whale, otra palabra que suena así,
Ballena?
ballena.
Yeah, whale.
Y Wales, un país.
Mm. That would be Wales or Welsh.
Pues no, Welsh es la nacionalidad.
Ah, okay. I'm Welsh because I'm born in.
Yeah, I was born in
Wales.
Wales and I'm Welsh,
Okay.
said Gareth Bale. Pero Trump me encantó. Una vez en Twitter, tenéis que buscarlo, quedó con el príncipe galés.
Mhm.
And he said, I was just with the Prince of Wales. Y puso con H, que estaba con el príncipe de las ballenas.
Qué bonito. Suena al príncipe de las mareas, ¿no?
And you know what? Trump that comment.
Trump that comment. What do you mean?
Trump es mejora,
Mm,
supera.
okay,
te lo
Trump
echo a
that
posta.
comment. Nice one.
¿Y qué te crees? No es su apellido. Trump, su apellido real es Strumpf.
Strumpf.
Es alemán.
Suena como a
German. Yo
pitufo.
a lo mejor no lo he pronunciado bien, pero no es Trump. Y el padre fue listo. He was very smart. And he changed the name to Trump.
Hmm.
Porque la palabra significa superar.
Yeah.
So,
It's like a
no,
brand for you.
it's al final, tío, it's a brand.
Yeah. Well, it's
Y-
very smart.
Y me recuerda a las cartas. If you have a Trump card, gana a esta carta. Supera a esta carta. So if you have an ace, ¿qué es ace?
Un as.
Ass. What do you, tío, no seas vulgar. Ass?
Un as.
Oh, yo pensaba que decías culo en inglés.
No. As. Un as en la manga. An ace up your sleeve.
That's it, Damian.
Yeah.
You really are an English ace.
I aced it.
¿Conoces Weekend Town? La nueva iniciativa de Vaughan.
Pues no.
Es un fin de semana de inmersión en inglés. Y es nuevísimo.
A ver, cuéntame más.
Tendrás una inmersión lingüística total durante 2 días. Un total de 24 horas hablando con angloparlantes de todo el mundo.
¡Wow! ¡Qué interesante!
Ganarás confianza y soltura a la hora de comunicarte en inglés. Mejorarás tu comprensión auditiva y tus habilidades conversacionales en una situación de comunicación real en inglés. Ven a Weekend Town y te sorprenderás con todo lo que puede avanzar tu inglés en un fin de semana. Weekend Town de Vaughan. Un fin de semana de inmersión en inglés.
More information about Weekend Town, Vaughan Town, and all our amazing initiatives over at grupovaughan.com/cursos destacados. All right, let's take a look at your challenges for today. Again, that audio was from This Book is the Milk 2, and you've got 5 books. If you like the way I teach, you've got 5 books of mine that will guide you through the language. All right, well, we were looking at music there, and I know many of you are music lovers. It's funny that we said no doubt in that audio because, well, last Thursday, we heard the song, I'm just a girl living in proximity, and remember? No Doubt, Gwen Stefani. All right, well, let's see what you retained from this audio. All right, let's see. The first one. Dime algo, ¿tienes madera? ¿Tienes madera para algo? ¿O tienes facilidad? Use a real situation. Cuéntanos. What are you good at? No, una forma de decir. No, algo que lo dominas. We looked at it. It's a group that sings, my Sharona. So the more you know group names and song lyrics, the more English you'll know. That's what Name That Lyric is all about. And also I have a series, as many of you know, on my YouTube channel called Morning Singer, where we look at songs. All right, so the first one, tener madera. Oh, and it's not to have a wood. That means to have an erection. Hey, I'm just telling you, morning wood. Okay, so just be careful there. We wouldn't translate that one literally. Okay, and we'll look at this word because it's a very rich word. O sea, si ya sabes el nombre del grupo, pues tienes, porque también significa un truco, ¿no? Ya le pillarás el truco, ¿no? Esta puerta tiene truco. Okay, hay un truco para abrir esto. Tienes madera, it also means. Okay. What else? Si pone, bueno, ya te digo la otra palabra. It's also a word with a silent K. No, una K muda, a silent K. Let's take a look at some other ones while we're at it. The first one, I think you know. I'll say it in Spanish, and you tell me in English. A ver si me la sé en español. Okay. The first one is cuchillo. Knife. All right, let's get difficult here. Amasar. What? Yeah, amasar, la masa. K-N-E-A-D, need. O sea, acuérdate de esta frase. I need to knead the dough. Tengo que amasar. O sea, suena igual que need, pero se escribe K-N-E-A-D. All right, caballero. Talking about the medieval times. A knight. You know it from Batman, The Dark Knight. El caballero oscuro. The next one. The thing you use, we were talking about knocking. That's another one, knock. The thing you use to open the door, el pomo, I think you say. That's a knob, a doorknob, or a knob. K-N, o sea, todos estos tienen una K muda. Knob. También knob en inglés británico es tontorrón, gilipollas. This guy's a knob. All right. Knock, we just looked at. The one you're going to give me has a silent K as well. Also, knuckle. You call it nudillo, little knots. I love it. You call them little knots in Spanish. Knuckle. And pork knuckle, ¿sabes lo que es pork knuckle? No es nudillo, es codillo. Pork knuckle escodillo. It's really good, isn't it? Knee, ¿por qué no? Knee, ¿no? Rodilla. ¿Y ponerse de rodillas? To kneel. To kneel. Sabiduría? Not knowledge, it's knowledge. Say it with me, knowledge. Knowledge. What about nudo? How do you say nudo? Not. O sea, acuérdate de esta. I'm not going to tie the knot. No voy a casarme, right? Porque es una expresión que significa casarse. Okay, so the first one, a word with a silent K. We just looked at many. It means tienes madera para algo. Tell me what. No, qué mejor que decir algo que realmente dominas o sabes hacer bien. All right, the next one is lloriquear. También es quejarse. So it's kind of got a double meaning. You'll know if somebody's literally, oh, está lloriqueando el bebé, o deja de lloriquear, yeah. Maybe the person's not really, but they're complaining. Okay, I love the word gripe too. To gripe, que es gripe en español, es quejarse también. It's a confusing one, I guess. So yeah, the second one is lloriquear. Okay. And the last one is triunfar, superar. Okay? We can use it in cards. We can also use it in, well, many different ones. Y también, claro, se me ha olvidado, también es un phrasal verb que es falsear pruebas de alguien. Okay? And we'll look at them. Again, the most important thing here is not just the words, but putting them in context and really getting them and making sure you're using them correctly. And this word, I think everybody knows because we have big elections in the United States tomorrow. And, well, this is one of those names that everybody loves to hate, hates to love. I don't know anymore. All right. So there you go, my amigos. The first one, tengo madera para, o tenía. You can use it in the past tense. Get creative. I want to know about you. I want your English usage. The next one, lloriquear, quejarte. Okay. And the last one, triunfar, superar. Right? We said, si estamos jugando las cartas, este gana, supera a este, ¿no? Es más valioso. Okay? So there you go, my amigos. Those are your words for today's, well, your words, your sentences for today's pop quiz. Let's go on over to our chat room and we'll see who's with us in the house. We've got Laura. Hello, Laura. Good morning to you. Laura Prairie. Laura Prado. She says, morning. What a wonderful way to start the week. Laura, I know you're going to have a great day and a great week because you've got the right attitude. That's the attitude you need for any situation in life. So, Laura, great to have you with us, bringing some magic. Also, Laura says, you are not spring chicken. Te voy a dar un totally native, pero luego hacemos un ajuste. Porque la expresión es you are no spring chicken. Okay, ya no eres, lo que viene a decir, no eres un pollo recién nacido. Okay, que quiere decir no eres tan joven como eras. And it's interesting because we don't say you're a spring chicken. Si alguien es joven, no lo usamos en la afirmación, solo lo usamos como negación. Es como, it's my cup of tea. Es más común decir, it's not my cup of tea. Otro que me recuerda a español, you say, me siento como pez fuera del agua. No, como pez en el agua, eso es, yo lo he dicho en inglés. So you say, me siento como pez en el agua. We say, me siento como pez fuera del agua. We don't really say en el agua. So these interesting little things of the language. So Laura, great, totally native. You are no spring chicken, but age is only a number. Well, I got to say something. If it's about how you feel, well, I feel great. And I'm feeling good. Boom, 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 boom. All right, amigos. We are going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got our Say What soundbite. We'll check your pop quiz answers. We've got our spelling bee. Man, we've got a lot of stuff to do on today's show. So stick around. Welcome back, amigos. Welcome back. This is the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. Remember, you've got till the end of this week to send me your birthday greetings. You can sing a song. You can do a rap. Get creative. And we'll be taking a look at that on November 19th. November 19th is my real birthday. But since I want to prepare everything, I want to have it all nice and, maybe even put some music in there, some fireworks, unos fuegos artificiales. I want to definitely do a bash. Now, somebody wrote to me and said, Alberto, where do I go for this bash? The Vaughn Radio app. It's not like a physical bash. No es en un sitio físico. It'll be here on the show, live. But if you want to participate, you've got to send me those voice notes, those birthday greetings before the 8th of November, and we'll get it done. All right, amigos, we're going to kick off with today's Say What soundbite. This is a funny one from a great movie. Oh, man. Great character, great movie. What can I say? Let's see how hard it is to figure out today's Say What soundbite. Say what? What? Say what soundbite? Come on, come on. Say what soundbite? Yes, yes, yes. Say what soundbite? Okay, folks. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to play this for you 7 times. Just kidding. Just making sure you're paying attention, guys. I'm going to play it for you 4 times. You'll have 4 chances to jot this down, and hopefully you'll be able to get most of it or all of it. But at first, I just want you to give me your take, tu opinión, your summary, right? Summary, summarize. We looked at that word last week. It's a word that's often mispronounced. Summary. Summarize. All right, here we go. The Say What soundbite for the first time.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's where all the girls are, right? So, but on the other hand, man, I just as soon keep working, keep a little change in my pocket. Yeah? Wait. Rather than spend my time listening to some dipshit who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about anyway.
All right, there you go, folks. All right, you ready to hear it again? Whoa. right? Guys, definitely. I want to see if you recognize this accent today. I'll tell you, you can tell, se nota que no es mi acento, ni nada parecido, pero es de mi país. All right, good. Let's get that out of the way, and let's hear it for the second time.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's where all the girls are, right? But on the other hand, man, I just as soon keep working, keep a little change in my pocket.
Yeah, wait.
Rather than spend my time listening to some dipshit who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about anyway.
Hey, Damian, what's crack-a-lackin', buddy?
Hey, Alberto, I was planning to do some sports this week. What about playing baseball?
Ooh, baseball. I love it. But I'm not sure yet. Can we touch base next week?
Touch base. Estamos en contacto, ¿no? Hablamos en algún momento. Yeah, okay. Let's touch base. Okay, what about basketball? Do you want to play basketball?
Oh, man, I love basketball. It's one of my favorite sports. But I don't know if I can this weekend because I've already got plans. Oh, man, that's the way the ball bounces.
That's the way the ball bounces. Así están las cosas, ¿no? Así bota la pelota. Así bota la pelota. That's the way the ball bounces. I love that expression. Okay, what about tennis? Do you want to play tennis?
Well, I love tennis, but I'm not really a good player. If you don't mind playing with a novice, the ball's in your court, buddy.
La bola está en mi campo, ¿eh? La pelota está en mi tejado. All right. Do you want to play some soccer?
Sure, I'd love to play some soccer or football, as you call it. What time do we kick off?
Perfect. We're kicking off at 9. Are you available?
Sure, but I might have to play some golf before with some friends. It's par for the course.
It's par for the course. Es lo normal, ¿no? Es lo normalito, lo que se hace.
Mhm.
Okay, what about billiards? Do you like playing billiards?
Yeah, but right now I'm behind the 8 ball.
I'm behind the 8 ball. Estás detrás de la bola 8, como que llevas las de perder.
Yeah, wow, a lot of idiomatic expressions here.
Muy buenas expresiones. Si es que así da gusto aprender inglés con un profe como Alberto y un poquito de creatividad, tienes This Book is the Shit. El mejor libro para aprender inglés que te has echado a la cara in your life. Píllatelo, vas a disfrutar mogollón de dibujos para que lo aprendas todo fácil, con conexiones lógicas y divertidas. Es la manera más sencilla y más divertida de aprender inglés. No te la pierdas.
Damian, you're such a good sport. Te enrollas. You can pick up your copy of This Book is the Shit at
vaughantienda.com.
It's the shit. That's right, vaughantienda.com. It's where you can find everything and anything you're looking for to help you improve your English. You want to go over phrasal verbs? We've got you covered. You want to go back to square one, desde cero? We've also got you covered. You want to look at different topics? We've got you covered there. Stop by Vaughan Tienda. If you can't stop by in person, you can always stop by our website, vaughantienda.com. We also have not cities. We have branches, sucursales, delegaciones, in Madrid, Barcelona, Bilbao, Vigo, Valladolid, Valencia, Santander, and Zaragoza. Please feel free to stop by. You do not need an appointment. You can just pop in, hacer una visita sorpresa, como suena, pop, ¿no? Apareces por ahí. And it's no big deal. And if they can't give you a level test or show you around at that time, of course, they'll say, listen, right now, but don't worry, you do not need an appointment. All right, amigos. So today's Say What soundbite. Now, that is definitely, as I said, one of the funniest characters in one of my favorite movies ever. Wow. That is a weighty claim. A weighty claim. Estoy diciendo mucho aquí, eh? All right, let's go on over and see how you did on the pop quiz and the Say What soundbite before we move on to our spelling bee. Let's see. Chris Valrol, there she is, our movie queen. She might recognize today's Say What soundbite. All right, well, let's check it out. She says, morning show with no namers. What's up, Chris? Hope you're doing well. She says, double A, you have a knack, a flair for making us love English. And Chris said, I'm going to show you 2 ways to say it. A flair es un arte, una forma especial, a knack. Wow, great. So you have a knack or a flair for making us love English. It's correct, and it's very sweet of you. Thank you. Number 2, do you want some cheese with your whining? I love what you did, and I'm going to give you the totally native. Pero la expresión es, do you want some cheese with your wine? No, porque wine es vino, pero lloriqueo, ¿no? Con ese lloriqueo que me acabas de soltar. So excellent. I love it. In fact, Chris, when I said the word wine, that came to mind. So stop reading my mind. It's a dangerous place up there. Do you want some cheese with your wine? Y esto significa, ¿quieres quejarte un poco más? Como que no te has quejado bastante ya. Like, como calla ya. It's another way of saying STFU. Shut the fuck up. So great, Chris. All right, and she says, I trust solidarity triumphs over anger. Great. To triumph, triunfar. I mean, ahora, acuérdate, en inglés, PH. Chris got it. So if you're going to use it, remember, it's not F, not triumph, right? To triumph over. And you use the correct preposition too, Chris. Wonderful job. I trust solidarity triumphs over anger. Excellent job. All right, let's see. Anix says, morning there. Hello, Anix. How you doing? Anix with the great metabolism. You didn't make too many friends. I'm joking. She says, morning there. It sounds like a movie scene. Yes, it is. She says, there are 2 guys, and one of them is mumbling. Great word. Mumble is you don't really open your mouth a lot. And she says, they're talking about a girl. I can't place the accent. It might be from Boston? No, but excellent effort. Further south. Más al sur. Because Boston is... Back in Boston, they talking. We got to get the car keys if you're going to go to Boston. So it's not so much Boston because they have a very distinct accent. But great, Anix. Wonderful. Let's see, Janio, you're no spring chicken, right? Chicken, in spite of having a knack for loving people. And I think that's how the ball bounces. Yeah. Well, you know what? Again, I don't care about my age. You know, other people care more than I do. I don't care about my... Alberto, you look tired. I don't care. I've gotten to a point, guys, where I'm, as long as I feel great and I keep taking care of myself, I never even... Sometimes, like I thought I was already 47. You want to know something crazy? I forgot my age. And I said to my wife, because both of her brothers are older than me, but one is just a little bit. So she knows my age because she knows her brother's age. And I said, I'm 47 now. And she goes, no, you're not. You're 46. I'm like, are you sure? She said, yeah. I said, all right, so cool. So yes. And great expression. That's the way the ball bounces. Así bota la pelota. Rima en español también, All right, Chris Valrol, she's got something to say about our Say What soundbite. And she says, I heard an American man with a Southern accent. Absolutely, he's got a Southern accent. I wonder what part of the South, though. Well, that's hard. I can't even figure out what part of the South that accent was from. I mean, they could. Maybe they've got a trained ear. He's from Alabama. He's not from Georgia. Right? I don't know. Or he's from Texas. He ain't from Louisiana. Again, I'm just doing the stereotype of all of them. So Chris says, I heard an American man with a Southern accent. Correct. He might be shooting the breeze with a dude. That's right. So, to shoot the breeze. He might be shooting the breeze with a dude, con un tronco, con un tío. Absolutely. A lot of dudes hanging around, Chris. Esa es la palabra. A lot of dudes hanging around. And she says, he mentioned something about the way girls are and something he has to work on. Yep, you got it. Wonderful job. Anix, Chris, and Hanyo Wesley as well. Laura Prados as well. Look at all you using totally natives over here. Okay, let me just make sure we got everything in our pop quiz. So to have a knack for something, but I wanted to show you this word a little more, porque ya que lo sabemos, vamos a saberlo bien. Porque es un multiuso esta palabra. Okay, so the knack is the special trick. De ahí viene el grupo. O sea, the knack. Vamos a ponerlo. The door can be difficult to unlock if you don't know the knack. El truquillo, que es el nombre del grupo. My Sharona. So, si no sabes el truco, it's got a knack to it, right? There's a knack to it. Tiene truquillo. Another one, there's a knack to opening pickle jars, right? Let me show you. Do you know the knack? ¿Te lo sabes? We love pickles in my house. I call my daughter Princess Pickles. And in Spanish también es doble P, Princesa Pepinillos. So, you know what the knack is? El truco? You take a knife and you hit the sides of the top, and then it twists off a lot easier. I've eaten a lot of pickles in my day. And the one we looked at, to have a knack for something. Okay? Si ponemos verbos gerundio, he has a knack for talking to people. Ahí ya podríamos decir, he has the gift of gab. El pico de oro, you say gab es de hablar, so the gift is el don. So another way to say un don, he has a gift. He's gifted, talented, right? So to have a knack for something, and the knack es el truquillo, ¿no? Para abrir algo. Also, the one I wanted to give you too is knickknacks. You know this one? You might know it from a song. How does it go? There's a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This so knick-knack, paddywhack. This is like an old, let's see if I got the lyrics here. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give me the lyric. This old man, he played knick-knack on my son with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. So knick-knack is part of our folk songs when we're kids, but also a knick-knack is something you have around your house, or something that you buy for somebody when you're traveling abroad. Well, we brought back some knickknacks for the kids. Some adornitos, chucherías, baratijas, cosillas pequeñas. Listen to the context. Excuse me. My father has a room full of knickknacks that he brought back from his travels. Mira, usaron el mismo ejemplo que yo. So knack, what a rich word there. The next one, whine, to complain, to whine, to gripe. As Chris pointed out, would you like some cheese with your wine? Cuando alguien ya es como, come on, man, stop whining. And the last one, to triumph, or the one I had in mind was to trump, porque ahí no tienes que usar preposición. Eliminamos dos sílabas. So this card trumps that card. This neighborhood trumps that neighborhood, right? Lo mejora. Lo sobrepasa. Lo supera. The trump card is, well, depending on what game you're playing. The trump card is la carta en la baraja que te da ventaja. So aces trump twos. No sé, estoy inventándomelo. I'm not a big gambler, as you guys know. And as I said before, oh, I didn't know this one. In British English, it's funny, and it makes sense. In British English, to trump is tirarse un pedo. He trumped. I didn't know that. ¿Ves? Yo estoy aprendiendo también. We say he tooted, to toot. Lo mismo, trumpet, trompeta, toot, toot, poop, poop, como una trompeta. So to trump in British English, a very rich word here too. And to trump up is usually used with charges. Los cargos que le van a caer en un juicio. So let me give you the context. Joe was released from jail when his lawyer or his attorney, you can say, proved that the charges against him were trumped up. Fijaos, trumped up. Como el trumped acaba con sonido T, lo unimos al up. The charges against him were trumped up. All right, so there you go. That was your pop quiz. Wonderful job to all of you who participated. All right, we've got a lot of stuff to do, so let's move on before we have to take our next commercial break. And ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for Homophones on the Show with No Name.
Homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, it's homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no name.
That's right. It's homophones only on the show with no name. And let's see what we've got for today's homophones. Also, guys, a quick reminder. If you have an idea or you come across some homophones and you want to share them on the show, use the same email that you use for question of the week. alonso@grupovon.com. O sea, son dos A's. Alonso, todo junto, at, which is arroba, grupovon.com, right? El punto es dot. ¿Cómo se dice guión bajo? No lo tengo, pero ¿cómo se dice guión bajo? Did you say underscore? Good job. Barra, you know. I'm sure you know barra, because I say it every day. I say grupovon.com/cursos destacados. O sea, si prestas atención, te sabes barra easily, right? And then you've got colon, you've got semicolon. What is that? Colon son dos puntos. Semicolon is punto y coma, right? So colon versus semicolon. These are different punctuation things. El símbolo que es and, el I, is ampersand, right? Ampersand. We've got question marks. That's also punctuation. But question marks, obviously, we don't use in internet addresses. But just don't mix up a period with a dot, with a decimal point. So, si lo ves en una dirección de correo, de email, it's point. Excuse me, no, it's not. I'm like, espera, no me suena. It's dot, right? So if you see it in an email address, it's .com. If you see it in a decimal, 33,3, that would be 33.3%, right? 33.3. So decimal points. The British, in a sentence, they don't say period. They say full stop. I will not have this conversation anymore. Full stop. But para mí es mucho sílaba. Period. Es como más conciso, I think. What else? We've got comma. No lo confundamos con coma. Coma is, hopefully, you're not in a coma. You're awake. You're conscious. Comma, dos M's. Comma, chameleon. ¿Qué? ¿Es lo que dice ahí? Dice coma. No, the song is called Karma. Karma, chameleon. You come and go. Loving will be easy if your lovers were like my dream. Red, gold, and green. All right, enough singing. I don't want it to rain. Let's take a look at our words. We were looking at, before, we looked at the word trump card. We were talking about gambling, el juego. All right, well, the first word is, you say, dados. Dados. Okay? If you play cards. Well, no, with cards, you don't need dados. Dados, well, you can, a lot of board games, you don't have to be gambling. No tienes por qué estar jugando por dinero, apostando. Many board games, La Oca, classic one, Parcheesi, what are all the other ones? A lot of games have these. So it's not el singular, okay? So dados is our first word. Dado que lo conoces. It's given. All right. I'll stop. All right. And the next word is morir en tercera persona. So, el personaje muere cada vez que pasa esta pantalla. Let's say in a video game. Okay. Es él o ella o eso muere. Okay. So no es, lleva ese. Vamos a decir, lleva ese. Es tercera persona singular. Okay. So the first word, dados, plural. The second word, morir en tercera persona. Él, ella o eso muere. All right, good luck, my amigos. Hopefully, you won't have too much trouble figuring it out. Right now, we're going to a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back with the second half of today's show with no name. So, stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to part 3 of today's show with no name here on Vaughn Radio. In this part of the show, we're going to take a look at our Say What soundbite for the third time. Tough one today. Difícil hoy, eh? Then we're going to take a look at our homophones. I see no one has participated in the homophone section. Well, then it's wrong. If you don't participate, it's wrong. I assume you don't know it. All right, amigos. After our homophones, we'll take a look at our spelling bee. We've got music, we've got movies, and so much more up ahead. And don't forget, after today's show, you can continue to learn with my wonderful friend, Jimena Holiday, and test your English. After that show, you've got the Lunchtime Show with Rob Grams and Andy Vaughn. Then you've got Let's Get Random with Jules Linares, followed by Speak Up with Ruby. And don't forget about the Salad with Dave Boys. You've got Drive Time with Kyle Miller. And you've also got Frankly Speaking with Chris Frank and the Probo Show with Rob Grams. No Excuses with Fitz. Oh, and what was the name of the one on the weekends?
Guess who's back? Back again. Yes, he's back. Tell a friend. Yes, he's back. 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 That's right. The Hour to Empower with Jessica Fernandez is back on Vaughn Radio.
Awesome, awesome. And what's this show called?
You are listening to The Show with No Name on Vaughn Radio.
Right. That's it. The show with no name. All right, let me give you today's Say What soundbite here. This is the third listen. Listen carefully.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's where all the girls are, right? But on the other hand, man, I just as soon keep working, keep a little change in my pocket.
Yeah, wait.
Rather than spend my time listening to some dipshit who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about anyway.
Do you know about Vaughn groups? Well, I'm going to tell you all about them. They are group English classes that you can do via video conference or in person. And the good news is you can start whenever you want. And you can keep the same timetable, teacher, and classmates throughout the whole course. And the best part, there's no strings attached. Sin compromiso. And if you act now, you can get a 5% discount for paying up front. And if you stick with the course for 6 months, you'll get a 50% discount in June. Wow, what a deal! As if you needed more reasons to learn English with Vaughn. Check out our Vaughn groups. Have fun and make friends as you learn English. Sign up now while there are still spots available. Call us 911-385831. Or you can go to our website, grupovon.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media and find out if Vaughn groups are for you. That's right. More information about Vaughn groups or any of our amazing initiatives, just go to grupovon.com/cursos destacados and make sure you're following along on social media, because this way you'll find out about upcoming deals and all that jazz. New initiatives, new materials. You'll be in the loop, al tanto. All right, let's go on over here and see if anybody got our homophones today. Chris Valrol says, AA, you could be my little brother. Yeah, I was an older brother. I am an older brother, but I don't like the responsibility it entails. Well, it doesn't really, because when you're younger, sure, you gotta keep an eye on your sister or your brother if you're the older one. But when you get older, well, then obviously you got to keep an eye on your own kids, and right. So there comes a point where you're like, you're on your own, brother and sister. You got to spread your wings and fly. I always wanted somebody to guide me, Chris, and you would have been an awesome older sister. There's no doubt in my mind. Let's see. Chris says, and those are the correct words, Chris. So Chris is the only one who, because guys, I understand the say what soundbite, like, that you're not participating because you need more listens or whatever, but this is yay or nay. There's not too much mystery here. You don't have to sweat too much. All right. Well, Chris, you represent everyone. Wow. No pressure. All right, Chris says, and she says, maybe they're homophones. Okay, well, let's say the words. Let's say them. Since you're fellow classmates, we don't know. We don't know what they think. All right, well, the first word is dice. Dice. Okay, it's interesting because one die, two dice. That's right. In español dice. So dice. And we use it as well in many expressions. Like if I say no dice, it's no, pues no va a pasar. Lo siento, pero no. Okay, no dice. Can I use your water bottle? No dice. I'm sick. No te lo permito. No dice. A ver cómo lo traducen aquí. No dice. No dice, si lo ves en español, no dice. De ninguna manera. Ni borracho ni loco. I love it. Ni borracho ni loco. Not even about we're drunk and crazy. No dice. No dice. Okay, we also have another one. La suerte está echada. Let me give that one to you. Let's see if you know La suerte está echada in English. Tiene algo que ver con dados. All right, dice. Also, to dice es cortar en dados, en cubitos. You know, if you take like fiambre, like some cold cuts, and you dice them and you put them in a salad, pues cuando parecen dados, you're dicing it. And we have an expression in English, however you slice it or dice it. Pongas como lo pongas, ¿no? Si lo cortas así o lo cortas así, es lo mismo. Piénsalo. Si lo troceas o lo haces en cubitos, it's the same. Y como rima, pues es gracioso. However you slice it or dice it, you need to know this word, even if you don't gamble, because we use it. So the singular die, que yo os cuento siempre. I think I told it in one of my books as well, that I used to walk around to people. I thought I was funny in high school, and I would walk around and say, "You want to die?" I would say, "You want to die?" And people would say, what? People would get scared. I mean, they knew I wasn't I never got in fights or anything. I was more of a class clown. But when I said, "You want to die?" there would be like a moment of awkward silence, and then I would pull out a die and say, "Here." You want to die. ¿Quieres un dado? ¿Quieres morir? Also, I used to say, "You want a screw?" A screw es un tornillo también. You want a screw es ¿quieres fornicar? Okay, there's a young Alberto being totally mature. All right, so dice, very rich word, dice. The second word, dies, right? He dies in the final act of the movie. He dies after he rolls some dice. He dies after he rolls some dice. They are not homophones. So let's rhyme. Let's rhyme every time. Rice rhymes with dice, rhymes with lice, esos bichos del pelo, rhymes with mice, el plural de ratones, right? Mice. It also rhymes with price, right? So dice is an S sound. And the second one, dies. He dies, right? It reminds me of a famous line from Rocky IV. If he dies, he dies. Si muere, muere. The Russian says it in Rocky IV. If he dies, he dies. So that's a Z. Dies rhymes with flies, rhymes with tries, rhymes with size, right? So a little bit different there. Dies versus dice. Okay. Also, there's another word that's a homophone. So those aren't homophones, but guess what? If we take the word tinte, okay, tinte que puede ser de comida, puede ser tinte de ropa, los colorantes estos. Well, we call those dyes. Se escribe D-Y-E-S. So if he eats a lot of food dyes, he, who knows when he dies? Tengo que usar la tercera persona. So if he eats a lot of food dyes, los estos alimenticios, he will see when he dies. Those are homophones. D-Y-E-S, también es teñir. My mother dyes her hair once a week. Déjame terminar. My mother dies once a week? No, she dyes her hair. So excellent job, Chris. That applause is for participating, for taking a stab at it. Now you know for the rest of your life that those two words do not sound the same. Wonderful job. Laura says, a man who doesn't understand women, I guess. Oh, ahí sí ya tenemos sujeto y todo. It's a man who doesn't understand women, I guess. And you're referring to the say what soundbite. Okay, yeah, I don't think so. I think he thinks he does, but I don't think the ladies think that. Laura, you also got la suerte está echada. The die is cast. The die is cast. Cast is another way of saying thrown, right? Cast. The die is cast. All right. Laura also says, sorry, I work in a shop and I can answer whenever I'm alone. I'm listening to you, though. Don't worry, Laura. whenever you can. Everything counts. All right, folks, those were your homophones. It is time for today's Spelling Bee.
Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. You are listening to The Show with No Name on Vaughn Radio.
And this is round one of your Spelling Bee. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to be tough. We've got some numbers in here, some pretty long words. We looked at numbers in our last show. Well, here, you don't have too many numbers, but just be forewarned, prevenido, that it's not going to be too easy. Okay, it's going to, well, we'll see. We'll see how you guys do. You will recognize some of the words, definitely. All right, the first round is hellish, de demonios. I mean, if you get it, then you are definitely playing in the big leagues. All right, so here we go then. The first word, let's capitalize the first letter of every word. The first word is IBERIA space FLIGHT space 062. The next one is BLACKDOWN, comma, space WEST space SUSSEX. The third one, JUNE space THORBURN. The fourth one, SUD space AVIATION space CARAVELLE. The fifth one is MALAGA space AIRPORT. And the last one is HEATHROW. ¿Qué tiene que ver la Universidad de Oxford con Vaughan? Pues muchísimo. Es una alegría anunciar que Vaughan ha sido certificado como centro examinador de Oxford Test of English. A partir del próximo mes de marzo 2023, podrás hacer los exámenes de Oxford Test of English en los centros de Vaughan. Si quieres más información sobre esta iniciativa de Vaughan y Oxford, puedes ver más en nuestra página web, grupovaughan.com. O bien síguenos en redes sociales para más información. Oxford Test of English con Vaughan. Brilliant. All right, absolutely brilliant. Remember, we've got everything and anything you're looking for, whether you're looking for group classes, we have our grupos. We've got one-to-one flex for those of you who don't have the same schedule every week and you need what would be the equivalent of a personal trainer. You've got stuff for the kids. You've got masters on the weekend, evening masters, full-time masters. You've got so many different things. Honestly, whatever your needs may be, we've got you covered here at Vaughn. Check it out. Again, the best way, follow us on social media, and you'll know about all our latest communications. Also, make sure you download the Vaughn Radio app. And this way, if you can't make it to a show, you'll never miss a show. I promise. They are all recorded, so you can listen to them whenever you want, right? You have just one lifetime, unfortunately. But the good news about podcasts is you listen to them whenever you can. and you get the message, you get the class, whatever it is that you're looking for. All right, I'm trying to buy you some time, but right now, I don't see anybody who got it on the first go. Where's Born to Iron Man when you need him? Oh, right, San Francisco. Well, he's got an excuse. He's really practicing his English in San Francisco. All right, I'm going to give you another 10, 20 seconds or so, and then I am going to do round 2. Everybody ready? Here's round 2. Oh, hang on 1 second. Before we go any further here, we might have a winner. Let's take a look. All right, the first one is correct. Chris Valrol. The second one is correct. Great. The third one's correct. The fourth one is... Oh, shucks. Shucks es como recorcholis. No es ofensivo. Instead of saying shit or fuck, you say shucks. ¿Te lo sabías? Shucks. So, Chris, one letter because the other two are right. So we're going to give you a round of applause. But there's one letter that's got to get this flight off the ground. One letter until we can take off. Hasta que podemos despegar de verdad. All right, let's do round 2. The first word is IBERIA space FLIGHT space O or 0, se puede decir O or 0, 6, 2. The next one, BLACK DOWN, comma, space WEST, space SUSSEX. The third one is JUNE, space THORBURN. The fourth one, SUD, space AVIATION, space CARAVELLE. The next one, fifth one, MALAGA, space AIRPORT. And the last one is HEATHROW, space, no, space, nada. No he puesto airport en el final. Because I think everybody, you don't even have to put airport. So it has something to do with airports, with aviation or something. All right, well, Chris came the closest right now. We're just missing one little letter. And the reason I chose these words here was because today, in the year 1967, so it was 10 years before I was on this planet. 1967, Iberia, you say Iberia, we say Iberia. Iberia flight 062 crashed in Blackdown, West Sussex. That's in England. So our first word was the flight number. Como se dice? Iberia flight 062. Que hoy en día sería IB062. You know what I mean? Now, they use the code IB, BA, whatever the airline may be. So Iberia flight 062 was the flight number, and it was a twin-engined Sud Aviation Caravelle. Should I say it a la francesa? Sud Aviation Caravelle. I think something like that. And basically, this was a twin engine. Twin es que tiene dos. Okay. A twin engine, which you don't see these. I don't think there are many of these flying. I mean, again, this was 1967, and aviation has come a long way since then. And it was a scheduled flight, scheduled, from Malaga Airport in Spain to London Heathrow Airport. And while they were on approach, okay, so approach, you say proximación, if I'm not mistaken. O sea, cuando ya no hay vuelta atrás, right? You're on, lo llaman final approach. Cuando ya estás, when you're lined up with the runway, ¿no? Cuando ya no vas a hacer más giros ni nada, you're on final. Bueno, final or final approach, right? So they were on approach to Heathrow, and the plane, the Caravelle, descended far below the flight level, and it flew into a slope. A slope es un pendiente in West Sussex, as I said before. It killed all 37 people on board. All 37 people on board were killed. And as I said, from Malaga to London Heathrow, just gives you an idea how small the plane was, because now the flights that go from Malaga to London carry around 200, 250 people, the small ones. So back then, there were 30 passengers on board and 7 crew members, and all 37 people lost their lives. So number 1 was Iberia Flight 062. Number 2 was Blackdown, West Sussex, where the plane crashed. Number 3 was June Thorburn, and she was an actress, an English actress who was on that flight. Yeah. And she obviously, like everybody else, lost her life. Then the next one was the name of the plane, Sud Aviation Caravelle. Number 5 was Malaga Airport. And number 6 was Heathrow. So great job to everybody who participated. We've got to go to a quick commercial break, amigos. Whoa! Time really does fly when you're having fun. And I hope you guys are having fun with us here on the show with no name. We've only got one part of the show left. 1/4. Es como un partido de baloncesto, ¿no? 4 partes. Well, we've got 1/4 left, and we are going to make every second count. So stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to the 4th and final part of today's show with no name on Vaughn Radio. Stay tuned for amazing shows all afternoon and evening long. It's Vaughn Radio, and it's free. Tell your friends, tell your family. There's a fun, exciting way to learn English, and you can start today. No tienen que hacer nada, menos descargar la aplicación y ya pueden empezar. So if you know somebody they're reluctant, reacios, they're like, es que ponte el Vaughan, hazme caso y hablamos en 2 semanas. Try that. Algo más entenderás. Aunque no, even if you're passively listening, you're going to get some stuff. It's the way it works. So spread the word. You are our ambassadors. When people see your confidence when you speak English, that's your cue Eso es donde te damos pie a decir, oh, ¿conoces Vaughan Radio? That's the greatest thank you you can give us. Letting people know. Don't keep it a secret. Shout it from the mountaintops. There's a fun, exciting way to learn English. It's called Vaughan Radio. And again, it's free. Jeez Louise. A public service. Well, we don't get any money from the government. Let's clear that up. We should. Hey, if you're listening, government, you should give us some money, right? Because we are giving a public service. But no, there's money for everything else, it seems, except what's really important. I don't want to get into it because I'm not talking about one politician. I'm talking about all of them. All right, amigos, it's time for today's Double Trouble. Yeah.
Double trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is. Give it up. Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble.
All right, folks, today's Double Trouble. I got this one. I was watching a documentary with my wife, and I said, oh, this is a great one. And now I've brought it to you. But let me warn you now. How can I say this? This is tough because they're both idiomatic expressions. So sometimes it's a literal usage and then an idiomatic expression or a phrasal verb. Today it's two idiomatic expressions. So good luck. All right. Él es un pesado. Yo sé que no decís esa D, no me vais a engañar a mí. Él es un pesado, pero se juega el pellejo para los amigos. So, él es un pesado, pero se juega la vida, ¿no? Se juega el pellejo, hace lo que haga falta, sea lo que sea el riesgo. All right? That's the expression. Aquí pone ponerle el cascabel al gato. I didn't know that one. Is that put the rattle on the cat? Oh, speaking of, if you guys are following me on social media, you'll see that we've got a new little friend here at home, Kike, our cat. We adopted him. We finally got him this weekend because he was still, they got to stay with their mother for the first months. And we got him last night. And let me tell you something. He is a loving, es amoroso, because sometimes cats can be like very, okay, don't touch me, don't look at me. He's very playful. Es muy juguetón. He seems really happy in his new home. So, and we love him already. He's just this little thing. Es una cosita tan pequeña. And as many of you know, I've never been a cat person. I've always been a dog person. So it's funny how we change. All right, so there you go. Él es un pesado, pero se juega el pellejo para los amigos, ¿no? Lo da todo, lo arriesga todo para sus amigos. Let me give you our Say What soundbite also. Here it is for the fourth and final time.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's where all the girls are, right? But on the other hand, man, I just as soon keep working, keep a little change in my pocket. Wait. Rather than spend my time listening to some dipshit who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about anyway.
¿Quieres estar al tanto de todas nuestras promociones en la Vaughan Esfera? Well, now you can be in the loop. Puedes estar al tanto. Puedes enterarte de ofertas, novedades y eventos. Y mucho más. Puedes encontrar todo eso en grupovaughan.com/cursos destacados. Eso es, en grupovaughan.com/cursos destacados. Ahí tendrás toda la información de última hora. Guárdalo como favorito. grupovaughan.com/cursos destacados. And stay in the loop.
That's right, folks. Grupovon.com/cursos destacados. That's the website. If you're looking for materials, it's vontienda.com. All right, let's take a look over here. Chris Valrol is taking a stab at it. She says he's a pain in the neck. Perfecto. So far, so good. He's a pain in the neck. Okay, you can also say a pain in the ass, pero luego no nos funciona el double trouble. También se puede decir directamente, you're a pain. You're a pain. Eres un dolor. O sea, pain in the ass, pain in the neck, or just a pain. You're a pain. Eres un pesado. Okay, so he's a pain in the neck, but he risks his neck for his friends. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Chris. He's a pain in the neck, but he risks his neck for his friends, or at least the ones in his neck of the woods. When I just made it a triple trouble. So he's a pain in the neck, pesado, but he risks his neck for his friends. Excellent. Now I've got another one here, but let's see. Laura got the same one. We also say to stick your neck out. So he sticks his neck out, ¿no? Él es el que saca la cabeza, ¿no? Extiende el cuello, o sea, el que se va a coger la bala. Think of it that way, ¿no? Viene la bala, he sticks his neck out. He's your friend. He's going to take the bullet for you, okay? So to stick your neck out or to risk your neck means that you are doing something risky, usually, to help somebody out, right? To risk his neck or to stick out his neck. Let's see. Laura also got it. You're a pain in the neck, but you risk your neck for your friends. Y te doy el tercero. At least your friends in your neck of the woods. And your neck of the woods es en tu zona, tu barrio, donde tú te mueves. All right. Wonderful job in our double trouble. I've given you the Say What soundbite for the fourth time, so we'll see if anybody can get that. And in the meantime, we're going to the movies. Name that movie.
You are listening to The Show with No Name on Vaughn Radio.
All right, let's take a look at today's Name That Movie. Here's your synopsis, your summary. In a small Oklahoma town in 1964, the rivalry between two gangs, the poor greasers and the rich socks, heats up when one gang member accidentally kills a member of the other. And I'll give you a clue. It's not West Side Story, porque lo vimos hace nada. Same kind of idea, though, right? Rival gangs. So in a small Oklahoma town, now maybe that accent's from Oklahoma that we heard before. Definitely down south, though. I'll give it to you in an Oklahoma accent, my best Oklahoma accent. In a small Oklahoma town in 1964, the rivalry, rivalidad, between two gangs, bandas, the poor greasers, los que tienen, piensa grease, toda la gomina, el pelo engominado, que son pobres, and the rich socks. It heats up, se calienta. It heats up when one gang member accidentally kills a member of the other. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your movie queen. She's the movie queen, oh yeah. Chris Valrol got it. The movie is called The Outsiders, and that's an interesting word. See, sometimes we don't even have to read the synopsis. We can learn from the title. An outsider. Well, it can be a forastero, extraño, persona ajena. Piénsalo, no está dentro. So then what is an insider? Pues alguien que lo ve desde dentro. So you can A Hollywood insider, una persona con información privilegiada, told us that this person does that, whatever. So insiders versus outsiders. No es que les gusta más estar fuera o dentro, because eso sería, I'm more of an outdoor person or an indoor person. But if you're an outsider, it means you don't belong to a group. You're kind of on the fringe, as we say. Okay. If you're an insider, it means you work you know what's happening, right? An insider at Parque de Atracciones told us it means alguien con información privilegiada, alguien de dentro. So The Outsiders, a fitting name for this movie. The movie came out in the year 1983, and what a cast. What a cast. C. Thomas Howell, Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid. That's right, Ralph Macchio. And it was directed by, I didn't know that, Francis Ford Coppola directed this movie. What a great cast, really. Diane Lane is in it as well. Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, Leif Garrett, and it's great. The tagline, they grew up on the outside of society. They weren't looking for a fight. They were looking to belong, pertenecer. So there we go, my amigos. The film came out in 83, but it's set, ambientado, you say? It's set in 1964. Let's take a look at it over here and get some juicy English from it. So Pony Boy, one of the characters, comes home. Pony Boy comes home. Daryl says, where the hell have you been? Where the hell, what the hell, who the hell is that? The hell es quién coño, quién demonios, right? Where, y se puede poner the fuck también. Where the fuck have you been? Where the hell have you been? Es que no estás contento en este momento, cuando lo estás preguntando. Where the hell have you been? Y mira, no he dicho have, of. Yo he dicho of. Where the hell have you been? Do you know what time it is? Pregunta indirecta. ¿Sabes qué hora es? It's 2:00 in the morning, kiddo. Yo le llamo a Lara kiddo. Kiddo's chiquitín, ¿no? Kiddo. Kid, viene de kid. Hey, kiddo. Come on, kiddo. Let's go. Right? So it's 2:00 in the morning, kiddo. And Soda Pop Curtis says, sleepily, entre sueños, says, hey, Pony, where you been? Where you been, se come el have. Es que no está ni escrito. Where you been? Sería, where have you been? Pero, como te digo, ese, where have you? Where you been? So they just got it. Where you been? And Pony Boy says, I fell asleep in the lot, el descampado, right? The word lot. I fell asleep. Me quedé dormido, que es el verbo fall, no feel. So fall, fell, fallen. I fell asleep in the lot. And Daryl says, you what? And Pony Boy says, I was talking to Johnny and I fell asleep in the lot. I didn't mean to. Esa la tienes que saber. No, lo hice sin querer. I didn't mean to. Okay. And Daryl says, hey, yeah. And he tries to close the bedroom door after him. But Daryl flings it open. Lo lanza abierto, ¿no? Fling, fling. And he follows him. And Daryl says, and I can't even call the cops. No puedo ni llamar la policía because you too would be put in a boys' home so fast it would make your head spin. Okay, y esto es una frase de padres. I will ground you so fast, te voy a castigar con una rapidez, I'll make your head spin, que te va a rodar la cabeza de la rapidez que voy a actuar. Okay, I'll make your head spin. Oh, esa sí que es de padres, okay? And a boys' home is like a center for boys with problems, right? A boys' home. And so Soda Pop Curtis says, come on, Pony, let's go to bed now. Vamos a la cama, not to the bed. Eso es un error muy común. Let's go to bed. And Pony Boy says, look, I said I didn't mean to. Te dije que no, lo hice aposta. And Daryl says, I didn't mean to, I forgot. That's all I ever hear from you. Lo único que me cuentas. No, se me ha olvidado, no lo hice aposta. Come on, Daryl. And then Daryl gets pissed off. And this is caps lock. Caps lock, todo mayúscula. You shut up. Cállate. I am sick and tired. Se puede decir, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it, or I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of hearing you stick up for him. Defenderle, to stick up for someone. Hey, we just looked at to stick your neck out. Pues mira, podía hacer el double trouble ahí. To stick up. You need to stick up for yourself. Defiéndete a ti mismo o por otra persona. And he goes, you hear me? ¿Me oyes? And Pony Boy says, don't you yell at him. No le grites. No le regañes. And Daryl hits him. And he says, Pony Boy, I didn't mean to. Usó su frase al darle un puñetazo. No lo hice aposta. So there you go, folks. The movie is The Outsiders. And what a stellar cast and an amazing director. All right, folks, it's time for famous birthday trivia.
Famous birthdays for you. Famous birthdays for me. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name. Oi, oi, oi. Birthdays for him. Famous birthdays for her. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name.
All right. Famous birthdays. We got a lot of birthdays this month. We've got Ivan, we've got Monica, we've got Jose Maria. They're all coming up at the end of the month. And remember, if you want to participate in my birthday celebration, send me an audio greeting today or before the end of this week, and we'll hear from you on the 19th of November for a special birthday show. And again, thanks to all of you who prepared it and sent it to me already. I appreciate it. All right, let's see who's celebrating a birthday today. All right, the first person was born in 1969, an American actor and producer from Texas. Texas. Yeah. And where would we know him from, Alberto? Well, he's an actor that you might have seen in Dazed and Confused, one of my favorite movies with one of the best soundtracks. It's Richard Linklater who made that movie, but this was his breakthrough role, and he was not the lead, no era el principal, but he stole the show. You could see in this movie the star power that this guy had, because it was a good cast here, really talented, great director, writer, but this guy just, with his 10 lines, his 20 lines, stole the show, and it's incredible. He's got so many catchphrases. All right, man. His character's name is Wooderson. I've told you about this character before. He's got a really sleazy line. Una frase que es super sleazy, gross. And that's what I like about them high school girls. I get older, they stay the same age. O sea, just to give you an idea of this character. Sadly, there are a lot of people like him who don't move on, right? So Dazed and Confused, that came out in 93. He was also the leading man for the first time in a legal drama, 3 years later, called A Time to Kill. And he played a lawyer. He was also in Contact, Amistad, U571, The Wedding Planner, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Failure to Launch, what else? Dallas Buyers Club. He was really good in that as well. And he's a True Detective. Vamos, at least that sigue. Oh, and no one knows how to pronounce his name. Not even him. All right, number 2. I'll say 2 words. The Karate Kid. Should I continue? Or he was in The Outsiders. I just said his name. But the Karate Kid. He's been in other stuff, but the Karate Kid. Not Will Smith's son, by the way. Please don't say that. And last but not least, this Portuguese footballer and sportscaster played for Sporting CP in Portugal, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Oh, wait. He played for arch rivals. Oh, yeah. He was not popular. They threw pigs' heads at him. Oh, he was a great soccer player, but his decisions made some people really angry. But hey, this is a game here. This is a business and a game. So you pay me, I come. And, well, he ended his career in Inter de Milan. I think he's a very respected footballer. Even in retrospect, I think Barcelona, they love to hate him, but they can't deny that he was, one of the greats. He won the Ballon d'Or in 2000, 2001. He won FIFA World Player of the Year. And in 2004, Pelé named him as well as in his list of the greatest living players. And when he was transferred from Barca to Real Madrid, it was for a world record 62 million euros. So that at that time was the world record. And he's won it all. Portuguese Cup, Spanish Cup, Super Cups. I mean, a little bit of everything. Won Champions League as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a winner. Chris Valrol. Number 1, Matthew McConaughey. Se dice como hey. Hey, Matthew McConaughey. How you doing? So, acuérdate, oye, hey, Matthew McConaughey. Number 2, Ralph Macchio. And number 3, you don't even have to say Luis. You can just say Figo. You got it, Chris. And that'll bring us to our Say What soundbite. This was Matthew McConaughey. Also, Chris taking a stab at it. Let's see what he said in his deep Texas accent. Texas was the accent. He goes, I mean, lo que quiero decir, I mean, that's where all the girls are, right? ¿No? Está diciéndole, ¿vas a volver a high school a repetir los cursos y terminar o sigues trabajando? Basically, his friend says. He goes, I mean, well, that's where all the girls are, right? Aquí están todas las chicas, ¿no? En high school. Dice, but on the other hand, man, pero bueno, en cambio, I just as soon, o sea, lo mismo hago, I just as soon keep working, keep a little change in my pocket. O sea, a lo mejor sigo trabajando y no vuelvo al instituto. Rather than spend my time, en vez de pasar mi tiempo, listening to some dipshit, capullo, listening to some dipshit who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about anyway, que no sabe ni de qué habla de todos modos. ¿Qué demonios habla de todos modos? So here he is, the famous character Wooderson, played by Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's where all the girls are, right? But on the other hand, man, I just as soon keep working, keep a little change in my pocket.
Yeah, wait.
Rather than spend my time listening to some dipshit who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about anyway.
Hi, hello, Alberto. I think the song is... No? Sorry, bye.
Name that lyric, name that lyric, name that lyric, name that lyric only on the show with no name, the show with no name, the show with no name. Name that lyric only on the show with no name, the show with no name, the show with no name. It's name that lyric only on the show with no name.
Great job, everybody. Great job. All right, let's say goodbye with an American classic. This is Dazed and Confused is an American classic movie. This is an American classic song, and it's John Mellencamp. The song is It Hurts So Good. This is a song about making love. It hurts so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should. You make it hurt so good. I want you guys to sing it with me. Google John Mellencamp. Hurts so good. And let's rock and roll. Enjoy the rest of your day, amigos. It's been an absolute pleasure here with you. Let's sing this American classic. Woo! When I was a young boy. It's that American sound. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with more. Ciao for now.